Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about colorblind racism for access, equality, and education. And my name is Elizabeth. So let's get started. First, we're going to talk about some key concepts about colorblindness. Um, Basic definition is we're treating people as individuals and you're ignoring their race. From the structure of racism in colorblind post-racial American, I got a quote that was about although race is socially produced classification scheme, so if you're black, white, Indian, or anything changes over time from society to society, that is basically what we're looking at when it comes to colorblindness. We have power evasion, which is another component of colorblindness ideology, and this basically involves denying racism by emphasizing equal opportunities. And then we have structural perspectives. So colorblind racism basically impacts how people understand structural perspectives on racial inequalities. So we're going to be taking a deeper dive into the concept of colorblindness. We have literal literacy, excuse me. This is basically having the knowledge and skill awareness that allows people to engage with race and racism in a thoughtful way. So the oppressor is not marginal, and they are people that have always been on the inside structure, relating back to the quote that I stated in the previous slide. The goal is to be able to transform the vision from the insiders. So that is coming from the theology of oppressed. And then we have color consciousness. So you are acknowledging the importance of race and considering the racial backgrounds of individuals and the impact that that is having on recognizing the addressing systemic racism. Um, Colorblindness is basically minimizing the importance of race, treating all individuals equally without considering their racial background, as well as ignoring systemic racism. This is super important to have in a classroom. You want kids to be comfortable no matter who they are, where they're coming from. They want people around them that support that uniqueness about themselves. And as a future educator, it's important to be promoting this in a classroom as well as be a leader yourself. So this is all tying together with critical race theory. This is basically the systemic racism is a part of the American society. So basically from education to housing, employment, and even something like healthcare. Critical race theory is recognizing that racism is more than the result of individual bias and prejudice. So, I got that quote from Origins of and Connections to Social Justice in Critical Race Theory in Education. So, honestly, altogether, some say that colorblindness is a form of racism. Um, Others say that colorblindness can make it difficult to understand racism and address the inequalities that it causes. I believe it's important have to not see color in other people. Um, it provides a different perspective on anything you're doing, and it's not shutting down seeing other people's struggles. It's basically seeing everyone as the same person. And that's really important to have in a classroom. And colorblindness is something that should be taught throughout schools. It's not necessarily taught, but like something everyone should have when going about their day-to-day lives and making sure everyone feels included. So thank you for listening, and this is my sources that were cited.